Hi, my name is Don Napier, and I'm with the Lee County Entrepreneurship Program, and we're going to present our business idea of a canine retreat. Around here, dogs are family, and what better way to show your pet how much you love them than by giving them the best treatment they can get. At Salty Dog Canine Retreat, your pet will have acres to run and play on, and a soft bed to sleep on in their own kennel, or in a family suite if you're bringing the whole gang. We also offer grooming, training services, and more. Are you having an issue with your potty training? Or maybe you just want some cool party tricks for your pet to show off at your next gathering. Well, our obedience training services are just what you need. If you work your dog just as much as you play, then hunting dog training may be more up your alley. Are you interested in a guided hunting tour but don't have a hunting dog? Come with us and we will blaze a trail for you with our guided tours. At Salty Dog Canine Retreat, we have everything you and your man's best friend could ever want. So stop on by and we will show you how Salty Dog can be oh so sweet. Before we start the business plan, we should go over the site history. Salty Dog is a very large area. It's about 2 miles long from northwest to southeast and about a mile wide. Salty Dog was previously owned by the Sturgeon Mining Company. They employed around 15 employees, and they specialized in strip and contour mining. They left Salty Dog in better condition than they found it by paving a 2-mile road and leaving 2 large ponds. They have helped out around our community by helping with the youth sports complex. They drilled for the Lee County Rec Center and Bowling Alley, and they dozed for the Lee County Volunteer Fire Department. Salty Dog can be used for many different things, but as you can see from this red pinpoint on this map, we want to use this small area for our idea of a dog kennel and resort. This red rectangle is 100 by 50 foot building, which will be used for kenneling and storefront. This blue square is a 50 by 50 foot training facility for the dogs. These 2 black lots are for play areas for the dogs. This one's for smaller dogs, the bigger one's for larger dogs, and these 2 white blocks are for parking for those dropping off and picking up their dogs. Next, we'll talk about the market analysis. 68% of households in America, according to the American Pets Product Association, have a pet. That's 85 million households, and that has increased 12% over the past 30 years. More specifically, 48% of those households own a dog and are looking for a better life for their dog. This chart shows the breakdown of spending between 2017 and 2018 in relation to dogs. It shows that families are more interested in natural foods where they can understand the ingredients and in services like vet care and grooming and board. And we've also found they're more interested in technology that allows them to talk to their dogs while they're gone. We hope to jump into all of these markets with our business endeavor. But we also wanted to localize this business, so we used Qualtrics and we made a survey and sent it out over Facebook, Twitter, and email, and then we broke down the results with SPSS analytical software. 160 people filled out this survey. 129 told us where they're from, with 63% coming from Bayville, which is the community we're serving, 13% coming from surrounding counties, and 19% coming from metropolises like Richmond and Lexington, with another 5% out of state. Bayville participants, 100% of them said that they either own a dog or plan to in the near future. 67% of these participants view their dog as family, and nearly half of participants drive over 30 miles to purchase pet supplies. The overall market analysis shows that 89% of people are unaware of any fenced-in dog parks in their community. 64% leave their dogs with sitters, paid or unpaid, when they're away for more than 12 hours. And the remaining 36 said that they would be interested in a dog boarding facility if it was affordable and near them. They also said that when choosing a facility, they're most concerned with with cost, staff, customizable services, and distance. This map is what you get when you search on Google Maps for dog kennels near Baitable. Squeaky Paws is a business run out of a woman's spare room that can only hold 4 small dogs for a very limited amount of time. And this shows that there's much need in our community for this business and that there will be less competition than most other businesses for revenue streams. And location is very important to us. We are in the middle of the Red River Gorge and Daniel Boone National Forest area. with tourist attractions like Natural Bridge near us and a very, very popular dining establishment called Miguel's Pizza that has thousands of people from around the world every year. And we hope to advertise there and on social media and through word of mouth to become a staple of the Red River Gorge area.
Hi, my name is James, and I'll be talking about the services we provide. We will offer 3 different types of kennels, families, large and small dogs, as well as large and small dog bath and nail trimming. We will also provide obedience and hunting dog training throughout the year for dogs who need that. We also will have a guided rabbit hunting tours, which we'll only do that during the Kentucky State Designated Hunting Season, which is the beginning of November to the end of January, which is about 90 days. And for one hunt, it's 4 people and $250, but each additional hunter is an extra $25. We will also have raccoon hunting, which can take place during the night or the day, except for modern deer and gun season. And that's only permitted at night. And that's $75 a person. And then with the site plan, we researched different types of buildings, and we looked at the pros and cons of like a steel building versus a concrete building, and then with a steel building and a shingle roof. And we chose a steel building because it's less expensive and it's very strong, and it has most of it is 90 or 100% of it is recycled, plus it's very versatile and flexible. And we also chose a steel roof over a shingle roof because steel roofs come in a variety of options, and they have a longer life expectancy than a shingle roof does, and plus they're very environmental friendly, and they have great resistance to the elements. And with the structural cost, we talked to Rising Sun Development Incorporated to talk about how much it would cost, and one way we wanted to look to cut down on our utilities was by adding in the prismatic skylights, which you can see at the bottom picture. With prismatic skylights, they enable building owners to harness the sun so that electric lights can be dimmed or turned off throughout the day, and while showing the sun throughout the interior of the building to make it more pleasant for the occupants. And with that, with their skylights, it reflects the light into micro light beams, spreading the sun's bright natural light throughout the interior. And finally, the structural cost in total would cost around $635,000 for everything. And then with our storefront, and you can see in the front, which is where we'll have our vendors set up, and you can see on our model, that's where you can have up to 5 vendors there. And then in the back, we have our office space and break room for our employees. And we also have our grooming, which will be like the baths and the nail trimming will take place. And then at the bottom, we have our 20 individual small dog kennels, and then we have our 10 large dog kennels, as well as 7 family styles, which can hold up to multiple dogs. And then finally, we have our management team, which consists of Caleb, me, and Donald. And Caleb is really good with numbers and with budgeting and investing, and his contribution will be on the financial side of things. He has a very sharp mind, and he has affinity for facts over estimates, and he'll make sure we keep our head above water. I'm a troubleshooter who is good at figuring stuff out. I can help make deals and talk with people on different matters and run things behind the scenes. And finally, Donald is an optimistic idealist who pushes growth and really wants us and shows us what more we can bring to our table. And he has a passion for working with people and providing with great customer service. And his face will be the first a customer sees when they come through our storefront.
My name is Caleb, and I'll be discussing the finances. The majority of our upfront costs will stem from the structures that we must build to support the business. Much of the products that we will be using in-house can be purchased at little cost. For example, one 320-ounce bottle of organic shampoo concentrate is only $160 and produces over 100 gallons of shampoo when mixed with water. If every dog bath uses 3 ounces on average, one bottle of shampoo concentrate could yield 4,552 dog baths. If all 4,500 of those baths were charged as large dog baths, that would yield a return of $91,050. However, that's not realistic that you would have that many baths in 1 year, so that profit would be seen over a course of a few years. Investors. We plan to sell 10% equity for $50,000. We also plan to sell 10 square feet of our storefront to vendors for $10,000 a year. We will also receive 10% of all vendor profits. By adding a public dog park, the city will discount our utilities such as electric and water. One other idea we had was to ask veterinarians in the area to invest in exchange for our facility for a monthly pet health fair, so to speak, where people can bring their pets for checkups and things like that. Another idea we had was to use websites such as Kickstarter, Indiegogo, Seed Invest, Circle Up, and Start Engine. Maximum return. If we factored in just the kennels, if we were at full capacity every day of the year, we would be making $401,500 a year. And if each dog that was there got a bath and their nails trimmed once weekly, that would be an extra $62,400 a year, plus $50,000 a year if from vendor space if we had 5 vendors. Not to mention the 10% of all vendor profits we would be getting. Adding all that up, that equals out to a maximum return of $513,900. That, however, is unrealistic. We may only run at max capacity during the summer and later during the off seasons. Therefore, we estimate the return to be about 40 to 50% of our max return, which would be about $256,000. Costs. The added expenses of electric, water, insurance, plus the phone and Wi-Fi equals out to about $43,200. With 5 employees, it will cost $104,000 a year to pay them $10 an hour, having 2 work at one time and working 10 hours Monday through Saturday and 5 hours on Sunday. Adding all of this up, adding up all of these expenses, it comes out to be that our yearly operating cost is $156,400. Taking that from our yearly revenue, we will earn $100,550. And if we take that and put it back towards our mortgage, it will be paid off in 5 years, at least. We believe that this is a realistic business opportunity with enough upfront capital because there is a want and need for it in our community. Thank you for your time. Do you have any questions?
Is there going to be any cost in upgrading the roads to the site or any excavation on the site, or is that included with the building cost?
That was included with the building cost.
In regards to your hunting dog training and your guided hunts, will that be on the property as well?
Yes. Yes, sir.
And have you factored into what might happen to your rabbit and raccoon populations if you have a lot of hunts? Do you plan to do any stockings or anything like that?
No, sir, we had not thought about that, but if we continue to think about this, we'll probably think about that too. Thank you.
Can you discuss a little bit about your marketing plan? I know you mentioned a few things, but if you'll just kind of recap that and how you plan to bring customers to your canine retreat.
Well, Red River Gorge is like this huge tourism spot in our community where thousands of people from all across the world come every year to rock climb because we have a huge rock climb population. There's a restaurant there called Miguel's Pizza that would probably serve like maybe 100,000 people a year. We hope to put flyers there and to also start running social media accounts to advertise our business.
Thank you.